Hello everybody, welcome back to another election prediction video. This time we're doing an interesting hypothetical, assuming that the VP candidates are the actual nominees for the respective parties. It is purely a hypothetical. So starting off, Tim Walz has a lot higher favorables than JD Vance, especially with independent voters. He's actually a net positive in most swing states, while JD Vance is a net negative in them. So I think this will be a pretty easy layup for Tim Walz to go against JD Vance. He's a lot of a weaker candidate for VP. And just in general, it'd be a weaker candidate as a presidential one. So let me just set up these safe blue states and safe red ones. All right, let's head right into it. Starting off with Alaska, I would go down to likely Republican in a scenario like this. Again, Vance is just, his favorables are really bad. So he's just not good at connecting with voters. He isn't super charismatic either, so he really struggles with connecting with them. And Iowa and Ohio, Tim Walz would probably be seen as more of a populist just because of all the policies he passed in Minnesota here, helping the middle class grow in this state. So again, I think he would struggle in the Rust Belt. I don't even think he'd win Iowa or Ohio by over safe 10% margins here. Nebraska second probably goes to Tim Walz by a likely blue margin. Same with Minnesota. Even up against a weaker GOP candidate, Tim Walz still wasn't able to crack 10% in Minnesota. So I think Minnesota, it's kind of hard to win by over 10% as a Democrat, honestly. Even up against someone weak like JD Vance. In Maine and New Hampshire, I would even put Maine as safe blue here. I just think Vance would do kind of terrible in this state. Only win Maine second by a lean Republican margin. New Hampshire would probably go as a likely blue state here. I think high single digits victories is what we're looking at in a Walz v. Vance matchup. Colorado, New Mexico would just be safe blue here. Vance has no chance of winning in these states. Same with Virginia. I just think those are kind of locked in against him here. I think he'll lose them by over 10 to Walz. Going in Florida, I still think Vance wins Florida, but only by about 5 to 6 points. So underperformance from what Trump's margins would probably be in this state. Texas would also go under 5, in my opinion. I think Vance is that weak that we could see it get a lot closer in this state. Moving to Nevada and Arizona, I just don't think Vance will appeal that well to independent voters. He has negative favorabilities with them, so I put these states as lean blue ones. Going over to the Rust Belt trio here, I think all three of them would probably go to Tim Walz, honestly. Vance is just not seen favorably by independent voters. He just isn't as populist as Trump. He isn't as charismatic as him. So all three of these states go as lean blue states. And going down to Georgia, North Carolina, they'll be pretty close. Again, would Walz turn out enough black voters to make these states lean blue states? I would probably say it'll be just tilt blue. So Vance has a shot at winning both of them, but I think Walz ends up just sweeping them in the 7 swing states here. So we're looking at 319 electoral votes to Vance's 219. So he wins by 100 electoral votes. Walz probably wins a popular vote by about 4.5 percentage points, I would say, just looking at this map. So this would be my prediction if it was Walz and Vance as the respective nominees for their parties. If you're new to this channel, I'd highly recommend subscribing. If you enjoy content like this, I would greatly appreciate it. Other than that, thanks so much for watching the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.